Hey guys, okay, so I'm going to unveil something that we have purchased here. You can probably read it already. But before I do that and before I show you what it is and what it's all about and what's inside, I want to just kind of preface this by saying, so back when we got this gig here in Big Sur, I knew from prior camp hosts that we were in a pretty remote area and there was going to be no internet, there's no cell phone, you're lucky to get half of one bar, and obviously no TV stations whatsoever. So I have to say I was kind of excited about that in the beginning back then, because Vicky and I are both, kind of always on social media, and we just felt that, I felt at least, this would be kind of a nice break, right? To get away from all the social media, get off of that stuff, and read books, talk to each other, have dinner, that kind of thing. But what I didn't realize is how much we actually depend on the internet for our banking and to communicate with family members and friends. Mostly the banking and financial and paying our bills. I've got everything pretty much online now. We don't depend on any snail mail anymore at this point. And so I didn't realize how much I needed access to the internet. So what we do, we decided to break down and buy Starlink. Now for those of you who don't know, Starlink is a division of SpaceX, which is owned by Elon Musk, one of his companies, and it's his satellite internet system. The kit itself is $599. That gives you all the hardware, which we'll open the box up here in a minute and I'll show you. And then it is $110 a month if it's a fixed location, meaning your home or your business. If you want to move around with it in an RV, they charge you $25 extra a month, so it's $135 a month to be able to, what they call portability, which is to be able to move it around to different sites. I'm told from watching other YouTube videos that it is wicked fast, hardly any latency, and everybody seems to be pretty happy with it. Now there are some areas around the world that they're not up and running yet. Most of them, they said, will be filled in by the year 2023, but for the most part everything in North America is pretty much 85% there. So I'm hoping that we'll get access here. We're in a valley in Big Sur here with mountains all around us. So I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that we will be able to pick up a good signal, and we'll see how it goes from there. One thing I will tell you, be careful when you order this through the Starlink website. I did, and the first order I made somehow defaulted when I put in my credit card information. It defaulted to my home address and they shipped it to Tampa, Florida. I had to return that, get credit, and then I made sure the second time around that the ship to and the billing address were my location here in Big Sur. And that's important also because when you register your location, you get priority to the satellite within that market. Now I believe they're doing that because, think about it, if you're in LA or a large metropolitan area like that and you're in an RV, they want to give priority to the homeowners and businesses first within that market. The portability RV model will kind of take second place to those folks. But here's the thing that just my personal opinion, we're in such remote areas when we're using this, there really isn't anybody around us that would be permanent fixed location subscribers. So we are always going to be kicked up into that higher tier of modem speeds and such. So let's go ahead and get to it. We'll take a look at what's in here. Alright, so here is the base and the satellite dome. And I'm guessing this just clicks in here. as such. Not a lot of paperwork. This is basically your instructions. Put the dish into the tripod, hook it up to your modem, plug the modem in, go to your app on your phone, and it should, I'm guessing it should just automatically link up. So we got in here a modem, and that is Wi-Fi, of course. So once it's inside of the RV, we'll have Wi-Fi all throughout the camper. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, they do give us a little bit of a little bit more of instruction here. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we got about 75 feet of cable, which is plenty enough to get us out into an open area around the camper. One thing I did want to show you guys real quick on here, if you go into the Starlink app, right, there is a button called visibility, right? And what you do is, I won't do it right now for you, but you click check for obstructions, and then when you're ready, it activates your camera, and you hold your camera up to the sky and you turn around all the way around like 2 or 3 times, and you'll see like little tiny stars that start filling in the sky on your phone. And once it gets all filled in, what it's doing is searching for the satellite to make sure that you're obstruction free. And once it's all filled in, it'll say 100% on your phone, and then it gives you a report on how strong your strength will be, and if you've got any obstacles, and where the best position is to position your satellite dome. So we'll do that in a second after I get this put together, and then we'll fire it up and we'll see what we get. Oh, one last thing I did want to say. The reason we've decided to do this as well is because this is a month-to-month obligation. There's no contract, so you can stop and start it whenever you want. And being that we are going to be living this lifestyle for the foreseeable future, traveling, through the summer every 6 months, it's going to be amazing, especially when we're out boondocking and we're in those areas where we want not only good internet, but secure internet, so we can do our banking and things like that. And so this should allow us to be able to have that access to that internet whenever we travel. So really looking forward to it. Okay, so right now I've got it set up on the back of the truck, and I'm getting 132 Mbps upload. And like I said, it's not optimal because there's a lot of trees around and we're in a valley, but so far so good. It was really kind of simple to set up. A note of caution: make sure that you are not connected to any other internet or Wi-Fi on your phone. I was, and it caused me issues for a while until I finally figured it out. Once you do that, then the system automatically works for itself. It goes up flat like this, and then you can see right now it's turned at an angle, and that's picked up a satellite. So we're getting some pretty good speeds. I have to say it was really simple to activate, and yeah, it's just looking at the stats here. There's so many different things that the application gives you: uptime, latency, tracks your usage, and so at this point I could not be happier. This is going to be great for streaming Netflix and Amazon Prime, and finally get some news and stuff like that. More importantly, to do our banking. So it's a bit of an investment, $600 for the hardware, and then $135 a month when you're traveling. you know, I think it's worth it, especially for our YouTube channel and for the videos that we produce and things like that. We're going to definitely need it and take advantage of it. No more sitting in coffee shops for 3 or 4 hours while you're uploading a YouTube video. Now we can sit in the convenience of our RV and be productive. So, all right, man. So it is day 2, and I gotta be honest, I could not be more thrilled with Starlink. Unbelievable. Last night we were able to get access to anything on the internet that we needed, our banking account, bills, paying, stuff like that. This morning woke up and was able to get YouTube TV, all the TV channels, Fox News, sports, just absolutely amazing, super wicked fast. Right now I have it here on the back of the truck. It's hitting the satellite. Here's the thing to note. When you go on to Starlink's website, you can click on a button that's labeled availability, and it will show you the markets in the areas of around the United States, actually the world, where they currently have full access. I did not do that when I purchased this, and have subsequently found out that the particular area that we're in Big Sur, it's not even available here until 2023. Now, I know last Sunday, SpaceX, I believe I read correctly, sent up 40 satellites. So maybe they are in orbit. It's been a week since then. And so maybe this particular geographical location that we're in is now been upgraded or activated, I should say. But I don't think it is, because I looked on there and it still says pending 2023 activation. So my point is that we are actually picking up satellite from over by Monterey, where it is active. And so we're still getting fairly decent speeds based on that fact. And so it leads me to wonder, once they activate this area, gosh, how much more quicker and faster will the speeds be? Anyway, I want to show you what I've done here. I couldn't figure out how the heck to get the cable and the modem into the RV, so I went ahead, ran the cable in here. I drilled a little hole here, a 3/4 inch drill bit through the wood at the base, which is under our bed, and then this runs through. And like, luckily this, you know, it's not really pinching it because there's a rubber seal in there, so it's perfect. No rain or water or insects can get through there. But let me just show you real quickly what I did in the bedroom, where the modem is housed. So I've got the Wi-Fi modem here, and then of course that hole that I drilled is right down there. And then it plugs in right here. So great reception within the RV, and obviously with an Airstream it's a bit of a concern because you've got 2 shells of aluminum, so it kind of really inhibits radio waves from coming through, unlike probably a normal RV. But yeah, so it's working great, and like I said, we could not be more thrilled. And it's you know, it's going to allow us to get access to internet anywhere we travel, no matter where we're at, as long as we have basically electricity. And with the solar panels on top of the Airstream, we always have at least you know, our 1,000-watt inverter always provides electric to our outlets. So I would rate this out of 5. I would give it definitely a 5. It's just incredible. Okay, it's a game changer. Take care.